Hi, welcome to Double Strike Recap. Today I'm gonna review a 2018 American science fiction crime action thriller film, Kin. Spoilers ahead. The movie begins with a shot of an abandoned factory. It's rundown and dilapidated, with nobody paying it any mind. Then an explosion goes off, blasting a hole through the walls. Hal Solinsky is called from the school because his adopted son Elijah has gotten in trouble for fighting. Eli claims that the kid he attacked was speaking ill of his mother. Hal tries to give his son advice so that he can keep his head up. He also lets Eli know that his older brother Jimmy is getting out of prison after 6 years, and it's clear that there is a strain on both Hal and Eli when it comes to Jimmy. Eli rides his bike around the factory and goes inside. He finds dead bodies in there, next to a large gun. One of the bodies wearing a helmet, then moves when Eli goes for the gun, but Eli hops back on his bike and escapes. Jimmy comes home and has an awkward and tense dinner with Hal and Eli. Afterwards, he attempts to bond with Eli. Later, Jimmy goes alone to his former employer, a crime lord named Taylor Bollock. Jimmy owes Taylor $60,000, and Taylor threatens to get it out of Hal or Eli. Jimmy says he does have the money, just not with him. While Eli is not home, Jimmy tries to ask Hal to let him have $60,000 from his personal safe to pay Taylor off. Hal refuses and even throws Jimmy out of the house for still being involved in illegal activity. Meanwhile, Eli finds the gun again and takes it
with him. Hal takes Eli to work with him, but he notices something odd and tells Eli to wait in the car. He goes into his office to find Jimmy with Taylor and his brother Dutch trying to break into the safe. After a confrontation, Taylor shoots Hal. Jimmy attacks Taylor, causing him to shoot Dutch. Hal dies, and Jimmy runs to the truck while Taylor holds a dying Dutch in his arms. Jimmy drives off with his share of the money and he goes away with Eli. Jimmy and Eli go on the run, with Jimmy not telling Eli what has happened to Hal. They go to a strip club to hide out for the time being. They meet a dancer, Millie, who becomes friendly with them. However, Jimmy gets drunk and starts to get fresh by trying to go on stage to dance with her. The club owner, Lee, goes to handle Jimmy with his bouncers, but Jimmy continues to act cocky until he starts getting pounded. Eli runs to grab the gun and threaten the bouncers with it. A falling pool cue startles him, and he fires the weapon at the table. From a distance, the two helmet-wearing figures, cleaners, detect the weapon being used. Jimmy, Eli, and Millie all run out, but Jimmy forgets the bag with all the money in it at the club. The three stay at a motel for the time being. Jimmy leaves at one point and gets into trouble, leading to his arrest. Eli sees the news on TV and learns of what happened to Hal, and he goes to find Jimmy. Next scene at the station, Taylor and his goons find Jimmy and try to kill him. Eli arrives with the gun and blasts the thugs to ashes as he gets Jimmy out safe. Outside, the police are gathering for a standoff while the cleaners are speeding their way through the barricade. Jimmy and Eli almost run out, but the police spot them and force them to stand down, just as Taylor has found Jimmy and aims his gun to kill him. The cleaners show up with a grenade and throw it, causing time to stop for everyone except for Eli. Taylor has fired his gun and the bullet is heading toward Jimmy. The cleaners then reveal themselves as being one male and one female. The male cleaner tells Eli that there's a reason why only he can hold and operate the gun. It cut Jimmy when he tried to use it, and that's because Eli is from a dimension like the cleaners where they are able to use those weapons and also have extraordinary abilities. He tells Eli that he can join them when he is ready, and they take the weapon back. The female cleaner opens up a portal to the other dimension, but before they leave, she moves the bullet toward Taylor's head. Time goes back to normal, and the bullet kills Taylor, just as the SWAT team blows the door open. Jimmy is taken into custody again. Agent Morgan Hunter talks to Eli and says Jimmy will be going away, but not for too long. She asks Eli what happened, but he won't tell her. Millie then arrives for Eli. As he sees her, his hand glows with the same symbol as the cleaners. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to get more video like this, turn on the notification and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.